Welcome back to Beyond the Battlefield. Today, we begin a new chapter. And I want to say this up front. Chapter 5 is where many listeners quietly whisper, wait, is Krishna asking me to stop acting? Or act even more consciously? Because this chapter doesn't sound dramatic. It sounds confusing. And that's exactly why it matters. Chapter 5 is often called Karma Sannyasa Yoga. And already, the words themselves feel like they are pulling us in opposite directions. Renunciation and action. So before we touch even a single verse, I want to ask the question every modern leader, founder, professional, and seeker is already carrying. Do I step away from the world to find peace? Or do I stay in the world and somehow not lose myself?
Chapter 5 is Krishna's answer to that exact dilemma. This chapter compares two paths, Karma Sannyasa, renunciation of actions, and Karma Yoga, work done in devotion. Krishna makes something very clear here. Both paths lead to the same ultimate goal, union with the self, union with the Atman. But not everyone is ready for both paths in the same way.
So Krishna is not rejecting renunciation. He's questioning whether we are ready for it.
Exactly. Renunciation of action sounds noble. But Krishna points out something subtle and uncomfortable. True renunciation cannot be done perfectly until the mind is sufficiently pure. And purification of the mind does not happen by escaping life. It happens through action, but action done without attachment. That is why Krishna says for the majority of humankind, Karma Yoga is the appropriate path.
That feels deeply relevant today. Because when people feel overwhelmed, they don't actually want wisdom. They want relief. So renunciation becomes romantic. Quitting becomes spiritual. Withdrawal starts looking like enlightenment.
And Krishna gently dismantles that illusion. A Karma Yogi does not abandon responsibility. They abandon attachment to results. They perform their worldly duties with a purified intellect and dedicate the fruits of their actions to God. Such a person remains untouched by sin, just as a lotus leaf remains untouched by the water it floats on.
That lotus image is powerful. It doesn't escape the water. It simply doesn't absorb it. Is that what Krishna is teaching here? To live fully in life, without letting life stick to us.
Yes, with the light of knowledge, the Karma Yogi begins to see the body as a city of 9 gates, a place where actions happen, but not the true self. They no longer see themselves as the doer or the enjoyer. This shift creates something extraordinary. Equality of vision.
This is where the chapter becomes radical, isn't it?
Krishna says such a person sees a Brahmin, a cow, an elephant, a dog, and even a dog eater with the same inner vision. Not because they are identical externally, but because the same Atman shines within all. Such a person begins to reflect the flawless qualities of the divine. They become seated in the absolute truth while still living in the world.
And yet, the world keeps pulling us outward. Sense pleasures, achievements, validation. So where does Krishna place joy in this chapter?
Worldly pleasures promise joy but secretly generate suffering. Karma yogis see this clearly. They stop delighting in sense objects, not out of suppression, but out of understanding. Instead, they begin to relish the bliss of God within. A joy that does not fluctuate, a joy that does not exhaust.
And then, Krishna still talks about renunciation later in the chapter, which means he's not dismissing it.
Not at all. Krishna describes the path of karma sannyasa as well. Those who renounce actions discipline the senses, the mind, and the intellect. They withdraw attention from external enjoyment, become free from desire, greed, and anger, and combine austerity with devotion. Only then, renunciation becomes peace, not escape.
And this is why chapter 5 is so important. Because Krishna is not asking us to choose between action and renunciation. He is asking us to understand which one actually purifies us and which one we might be using as a disguise. And it all begins with Arjuna asking a single, honest question.
O Shri Krishna, you praised karma sannyas, the path of renunciation of actions, and you also advised to do karma yoga, work with devotion. Please tell me decisively which of the two is more beneficial.
Arjuna turns to Krishna and says, in essence, you speak of renunciation of action. You also praise action with devotion. Both sound right. Both sound noble. Both sound complete. So tell me clearly, which one should I choose? This is not confusion born of ignorance. This is confusion born of too much light coming from different directions. And maybe it's the same confusion many of us live with today. Before we enter verse 1, Ankur, let me place this moment. This is Arjuna's 5th major question. He has already heard about the soul's immortality. He has heard about duty. He has heard about karma yoga. He has heard about renunciation. He has heard about sacrifice, yajna, knowledge. And now, he is overwhelmed. So he asks again, not because Krishna hasn't spoken clearly, but because clarity is starting to demand responsibility. Is that fair?
Completely fair. And very important. This question is not philosophical confusion. This is psychological resistance. Arjuna's mind wants something very specific now. He wants Krishna to decide for him. मन का मन निरंतर ही आशा चाहता है. कोई और तय कर दे. The mind wants someone else to decide because decision making hurts. Deciding requires thinking. Thinking requires tapasya. Tapasya requires effort. And the mind says, why not skip all that?
So when Arjuna asks, which path is better? He's not just asking about paths. He's asking for relief?
Yes. Arjuna is saying, you have spoken about karma sannyas. You have spoken about karma yoga. But please don't make me think anymore. Give me a straight road, a ready-made answer, a path where I don't have to choose. The mind wants enlightenment without digestion.
That feels uncomfortably modern. We ask, just tell me the right career. Just tell me the right belief. Just tell me the right leader. Just tell me the right side. No confusion, no responsibility.
Exactly. And Krishna refuses to do that. This is crucial. Krishna is not giving Arjuna commands. He is opening possibilities. कृष्ण ने आदेश नहीं दिए. उन्होंने संभावनाएं खोली. Why? Because borrowed decisions never transform. They sit on the surface. The metaphor used is beautiful. Borrowed decisions are like market-bought fruits tied to a tree. They look real, but they didn't grow there. They have no roots in your life force.
So even if the answer is correct, if it's borrowed, it won't change me?
It might change your behavior, but it will not change your being. Krishna is not interested in obedience. He is interested in inner transformation. And transformation only happens when insight ripens from within.
But Arjuna does reach a breakthrough here. He finally admits, I don't know. Isn't that progress?
Massive progress. This is one of the most important moments in the Gita. Earlier, Arjuna was speaking confidently, quoting Dharma, quoting tradition, sounding wise, but now he collapses and says, I am confused. This is the first step of wisdom.
And yet, there's still danger here.
Yes, because now Arjuna says, I don't know, so you tell me. This is where many seekers get stuck. They drop arrogance, but replace it with dependency. They want ready-made enlightenment. And Krishna will not allow that.
So Krishna is not being evasive. He's being responsible?
Absolutely. False gurus give answers. True gurus build capacity. Krishna knows if Arjuna doesn't earn clarity, he will never own it. That's why Krishna keeps expanding the conversation. More paths, more angles, more apparent contradictions. Not to confuse Arjuna, but to exhaust his laziness.
So when Arjuna asks in verse 1, should I renounce action or should I act in devotion? He is not just asking about paths. He is revealing his exhaustion, his confusion, his hunger to be told what to do.
Exactly. Verse 1 is not a question of philosophy. It is a confession of the human condition. I am tired of choosing. I want certainty. I want peace without struggle. And Krishna hears this, but he will not betray Arjuna by giving him a shortcut. Because shortcuts create followers, not free beings.
Different battlefield, same question. Let's meet Anaya. She leads a fast-growing team. Smart, calm, decisive, at least on the outside. It's past midnight. Everyone else has left.
Both options look right. That's the problem. One voice says, step back, create distance, protect yourself. Another says, stay, lead, don't abandon what you built. I've heard both versions so many times. They sound equally wise now.
This isn't confusion from ignorance. This is confusion from too many frameworks.
I'm tired of evaluating pros, cons, impact, long-term consequences. Every decision feels like a future version of me will blame the present one. I wish someone would just say it. Not advice, not perspective, just this is right. Do this. I'll commit. I'll execute. I'll stop thinking.
That sentence. I'll stop thinking. That's where chapter 5 begins.
What if I walk away? No decisions, no expectations, no weight. But then, what about the people who trust me? And if I stay, how long before I disappear completely?
Action pulls her apart. Renunciation terrifies her. Both promise peace. Neither feels safe.
I don't know. And I hate that I don't know. So please, someone decide for me.
Just like Arjuna, Anaya is ready to surrender. But here's the truth no one tells leaders. If someone decides for you, you may get relief, but you will not get clarity. In the next episode, we won't answer Anaya's question, because Krishna didn't answer Arjuna's either. Instead, we'll watch what happens when a leader is asked to stay with the question, and why the absence of an answer may be the beginning of freedom. If you've ever wished someone would just tell you what's right, stay with us. Share this episode. Subscribe to Beyond the Battlefield. Write to us at beyondthebattlefield@outlook.in and check the GPT companion link in the description. Next time, the answer still doesn't come, but something shifts.